Before you judge Bishop Ben of JCM Church, first, ask God to give you favor. Second, ask Him to bless you with a good wife. Third, pray for more money. And the fourth will shock you at the end of this video. But remember, not all money comes from God. Some fortunes are tied to secret powers. Some even whisper the name Illuminati. Think big, think deeper, because Bishop Ben's story is not as holy as it looks. Bishop Kienge, to some, a man of God, to others, a cunning businessman. In Kenya's vibrant religious scene, his name sparks both admiration and controversy. But when money, power, and the pulpit collide, the lines between faith and business begin to blur. And nowhere is this clearer than in the JCM Church drama. The rise of Bishop Kienge. He did not just rise as a preacher, he rose as a brand. From comedy and entertainment to the pulpit, Kienge mastered one thing: the art of influence. But influence, when paired with opportunity, often breeds controversy. For Kienge, it was not only about winning souls, it was also about winning markets. JCM Church drama unfolds. The JCM Church drama was no ordinary spiritual disagreement. Behind the prayers, behind the sermons, there was a battle over followers, control, and most importantly, resources. JCM, once united, found itself divided. And in the middle of it all, Bishop Kienge. To some, he was a shepherd guiding the flock. To others, he was a businessman, moving where money flowed and opportunities bloomed. A man of faith or a business strategist? Kienge's critics argue that he is not a man fully driven by faith, but by enterprise. Every sermon, every church split, every headline, an opportunity to expand influence. Where others see church as a sanctuary, he sees church as a platform. Where others see tithe as a holy offering, he sees revenue. The money trail. The story of Kienge cannot be separated from money. His ventures outside the pulpit show a sharp businessman, always moving where opportunity is ripe. From media appearances to fundraising events to steering congregations towards causes that strengthen his brand, his every move is calculated. And the JCM saga? To many, it was less about God and more about ownership of influence, power, and financial gain. Public reactions. Kenyans remain divided. Supporters defend him, claiming he is simply a modern pastor who understands business. Critics, however, accuse him of exploiting faith for profit. And through it all, the drama continues to expose the uneasy marriage between religion and money in Kenya. Conclusion. The big question. So who is Bishop Kienge? A servant of God blessed with business wisdom, or a clever entrepreneur cloaked in the robes of faith? The JCM Church drama may fade, but the questions it raises about power, money, and the pulpit will never go away. One thing is certain: wherever money flows, Kienge will always be near the stream. Behind every powerful preacher lies a story the congregation never hears. Bishop Ben, celebrated by some as a man of God, is also accused of living a double life, one filled with betrayal, ambition, and scandal. This is not just about faith. It is about love triangles, broken vows, and a church matron who became part of the firestorm. Welcome to the world of Bishop Ben. The first marriage, a love story broken. Before the fame, before the drama, Bishop Ben had a wife, the woman who stood with him when he was still building his name. She was there when sermons were short, when the congregation was small, when life was simple. But as Ben's star rose, his marriage began to fall. Success brought temptations, and temptations tore apart the foundation of his home. In whispers across church pews, the truth spread. Bishop Ben was slowly drifting away from his first wife, the very woman who helped build his legacy. the second marriage, a new beginning or a calculated move. Soon, the inevitable happened. Bishop Ben officially separated from his first wife and walked down the aisle with another woman. To the public, it was love reborn. To critics, it was betrayal. The second marriage was grand, elegant, and a statement. Bishop Ben had chosen a new queen. But deep inside the church corridors, questions brewed. Was this about love, or was this about image, power, and influence? The matron, from side chick to scandal. No story is complete without the whispers of the matron, the woman trusted to serve in the church, now alleged to have been Bishop Ben's side chick. For years, she was close to the bishop, closer than many realized. She carried his secrets, worked in his inner circle, and stood by his side in ministry. But when the second marriage became official, her position crumbled. Bishop Ben made the shocking move. He fired the matron. What was once loyalty turned into betrayal. What was once private turned into public drama. The fallout, a divided congregation. The congregation was left confused. Some defended Bishop Ben, saying a man of God has the right to rebuild his life. Others accused him of hypocrisy, preaching faithfulness while living the opposite. The firing of the matron became the loudest talking point. Was she discarded because she knew too much? Was she sacrificed to protect the bishop's new marriage? Or was she simply caught in the crossfire of a preacher's private wars? The drama spills to the public. Church politics became headline news. Social media exploded with debates. Memes, Facebook posts, and viral videos dragged Bishop Ben's name into every household conversation. The JCM drama had already painted him as a businessman preacher, but this cemented him as the preacher whose personal life was just as chaotic as his pulpit wars. Bishop Ben's image, saint or strategist? To some, Bishop Ben is a modern-day David, flawed but still anointed. They argue that his second marriage was simply destiny, and the firing of the matron was just leadership. To others, he is nothing more than a strategist, using the pulpit for power, using love for convenience, and discarding people the moment they lose value. The human cost, broken hearts, and silent pain. Behind the glamour of weddings and the roar of sermons lies the human cost. A first wife left behind, a matron dismissed in shame, a congregation divided, and children caught in the middle of a preacher's choices. These are the silent victims of Bishop Ben's decisions. Their pain is not sung in worship. Their tears do not trend online, but their story matters. Bishop Ben speaks? Whenever confronted, Bishop Ben brushes off the criticism. He speaks of destiny, God's will, and moving forward. But the public wonders, does he ever admit the pain he left behind? Or has he mastered the art of turning every scandal into a stepping stone for more fame? Public opinion, the court of social media. Kenyans remain the ultimate judges. Some applaud him as bold, living his truth unapologetically. Others condemn him as a hypocrite, betraying his vows and silencing those who knew too much. And through it all, Bishop Ben continues to preach, continues to build, continues to thrive, proving that in Kenya, scandal does not always end a preacher, it sometimes fuels them. Conclusion, the big question. So who is Bishop Ben? A man of God who stumbled, like many men do, or a cunning strategist who views love, loyalty, and the pulpit as mere stepping stones towards power? One thing is clear, Bishop Ben is not just preaching sermons, he is living a drama that no stage could ever contain.